Everybody, this is Raz, and we're gonna get right started here. We have a Masquerade from Aether, and we have the Umbreon from Sammi. And you missed a bite. Moving on, leftovers happen. And right now she uses Gust and does a minuscule amount, and it continues to get biting. So, you know who's going to win the damage race here, right? Anyways, freaking Aether's Masquerade does the Quiver dance. Quiver, you know how that runs. And then ends up getting Confusion. Now, this Umbreon's something special here. This Umbreon ends up having a mean look, Confuse Ray, Bite, and Iron Tail. Now, we're looking at a fusion flinching set. So, a con flinching set for the most part, with a defense drop capabilities of Iron Tail. Now, this section here, I can't speed up any faster than I have. So, basically, they're going back and forth. Well, not really back and forth. Freaking Masquerade breaks out of the confusion. It only does 13% with one freaking Quiver Dance under her belt. So right now, that Masquerade's having major problems. I mean, major problems. It's like it's about to get an ass kicking for sure. And of course, they still going at each other. Got the Quiver Dance going. And still, now she goes to 2.5. But she's up 14% with the defense drop. Ouch. Well, the lefties is 20%, and still only does 23%, which is really not going to matter come later on in the match. But now we get this Mamoswine. Now, Sammi's known better, so she goes to Machoke to take the incoming Icicle Spear, which takes 43%. Good God. And then gets hit with an Earthquake that fucks her whole world up. So, after that, there's a Primate. And the Primate ends up using a Focus Blast and freaking crit Okos the Mamoswine. So, Ninetales comes in. Mamoswine thinks, Primate tries to think 2 for 2. Nope. She gets a Blast Burn in and takes down the Primate. So, after the Spec Attack drop, we now go into a Machop. She goes into Focus Punch, where with the Confuse Ray, it's not going to really much matter because she's going to hit the Focus Punch and do a monstrous amount at 52%. So after lefties, she then brings her back and brings out the main Chow, who the Machop is still confused, and then does a Mega Kick of her own. Oh my. The Drain Punch does a lot as well, and he breaks out the confusion and then does another Drain Punch. Ouch. He snaps out of the confusion and then does a Mega Kick of her own. So, after lefties, she got antsy, and Aether tried to do a high jump kick and missed! But the Machop didn't capitalize off that. So, at this point in the game, another Focus Blast from the main child this time, and takes down the Machop. So, it's now 4-3 going into the Glaceon. She goes for the Drain Punch and does a monstrous amount at 60%, but an unexpected critical Ice Beam takes down that main child for sure. So, this is a bad move on Sammi. She brought back the Glaceon and brings in a Leafeon just to get caught with a Grass Whistle. Oh, shit. So now, hitting with a Leaf Blade, she's pretty much stuck at this moment. So, bringing that back, she brings out an already beaten up Umbreon to take yet another Leaf Blade. Unrealistic here. So, after a missing Confusion set here, she gets the Grass Whistle and misses 2 in a row. Then she gets bitten. She gets her leftovers back. She brings her back and brings out the freaking Infernape, who now can't switch out. So, after the Ember, it takes down the Umbreon. That's for sure. Now, this Infernape is Quad Stab. And her last 2 Pokemon are weak to fire. So, you can just imagine how this is going to turn out. Ember, Flame Wheel, Blast Burn, and Blaze Kick. So, there goes the Flame Wheel right there, and then a Blast Burn just to go over the top. Now she has the Recharge, while that Glaceon comes out. So, after the Recharge turn, the Ice Beam hits and does 31% on an Infernape. Wow, that's pretty damn big here. So, after the Blaze Kick, that'll be the end of the match. So, that's it. That's the match.